Okay, good morning everybody. It is Friday and it's time for another Friday morning model cars and coffee. And yeah, you're not seeing any models there yet, but we will in a second. This kind of gives you an idea what might be showing up this morning. First of all, let me take a drink of this and show you. I had to drink it all so I could tip it and show you the brand new coffee cup that my wife made for me in a ceramic class. She drew the flames on there herself, painted it. Pretty freaking cool. So that's my new favorite cup now. So anyway, there's that. And I thought we'd look at a few customs here, kind of get some ideas. And then we'll see if some customs showed up. What's cool about this is we're not going to look at the whole magazine here. There's just a few customs in here at the beginning that are this way. So I thought we'd look at some old, this is 1957. So I thought we'd look at some old customs from way back. That's pretty neat. That's a famous Barris car there. And let's see what's next here. There's a pretty neat old car. Nice little custom treatment there. Get a little pointy thing. Look at the car in the background there. That's pretty cool. And let's see what's next here. That's kind of trick. I like the little... I did that on an old 49 Ford AMT kit. I'll have to show you. I did a T-top. Really old build. That'll be coming here on Friday, one of these upcoming Fridays. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Let's see what else we got here. That looks like another Cadillac there. Got another one of those tops there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, let's see what we got. This is an old magazine, as you can tell by all the water stains and stuff. But my favorite pickup there. Nice job on that with the scallops and stuff. You can see where AMT got an idea for their kit for the grills and stuff. And that's kind of crazy. Back when the fins were in, man. That's pretty nice. Look at the stuff in the background. Oh, that's pretty cool. Always got to check that out. And that's a nice little 55, it looks like. Different side trim there. Pretty cool. Let's see what else we got here. Well, that's a neat little Ford there, or Mercury maybe. Nice little job on the front end there and the grill. The side mold trim there. Very cool. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, let's call that it. Now it goes back to normal pages. So we just showed a few. This old book's got tons. How-tos, tail lights, headlights, wheel covers, all kinds of pinstriping there. They got up there pinstriping right there. A nice job on that fender there. There's some more pickups. 55, 56 Fords. Neat old magazine. Anyway, we could spend the whole time looking at that, but we're not going to. So I'm going to lower the camera here real quick. Then we're going to come back and we're going to see what showed up. So hang on just a sec and we'll be right back. Okay, first up here, we got the 50 Ford Convertible by AMT. This is a new release with some original parts on it, and these are by no means perfect show quality builds, custom builds that I did. I hate doing putty work, Bondo work, but I always wanted to try this with the front ends that came with the kit. So I kind of used these two for practice. They were some old bodies and parts laying around, so I thought I would give it a shot. And you know, they look pretty good on the shelf. This one here, this is an old top that I had that came with the original kit. Been saving it for when I practice doing this. So we'll take that off, take a look at the interior there. It's all pearl white. No accent colors or anything, just all white with white lightning over the white paint. And it turned out pretty good. And these things right here, I made those pleats I've showed you before. I'm going to block out everything using this stuff here, this styrene sheets with the grooves in it. It makes a neat pleat pattern. A little bit different than the front, but I couldn't find anything, and I wasn't getting too crazy with this. Can't remember the color of the paint. I believe it was an enamel paint, and I color sanded it. And you know, the bodywork's not all that great. Some of that might have came back after it's been sitting for a while. These aren't that old, probably maybe 8 months or so, 9 months or so. But a little bit came back there too. But I hadn't done body work in a long time, so I was just kind of figuring out. I used the Tamiya, that green stuff they make. I liked it. It worked pretty good. I just needed a little more practice. But I went ahead and put an engine in it, flathead, of course. Some chrome valve covers, or chrome heads, I guess they are. Chrome air cleaners, and white to accent with the red. Got that half steering wheel in there, custom steering wheel. I think those hubcaps are out of the Merc, the 49 AMT Merc. Put the side pipes, painted the chassis and the frame and everything all white with the red front and rear suspensions, kind of give it a little pop. I painted the exhaust, excuse me, but and it's not hooked up for the side pipes or anything. I was just getting that look on the for the bench or for the shelf there. But it, you know, I did a little pleat thing in the package tray there. It was fun. Turned out pretty good. Crap load of sanding. And sanding, you know, right down in here and stuff. It's a pain in the butt. And getting it all the dimples and the smoothness. It's a pain in the butt. I'm not a body and fender and painter kind of guy. But I always wanted to do it. So now I know what to expect if I ever want to do a fairly decent one. This I didn't paint or nothing, but it's molded with pleats in there. But you gotta put something to cover those up to get it looking realistic. But it looks good on there. This is the chopped windshield that comes with the kit. So this chopped Carson top fits on there. And that's about it for this one. Turned out okay. Paint turned out okay. I did this, I think I did this one and the next one. Yeah, I don't know if they're both Boyd's paints, but they were pearl color and by testers. So I did them both over silver. I'm pretty sure it was silver, and not one silver, not one gold. But my memory's getting toast, so don't quote me on that. But that's the most I wanted to try, is doing this candy color over a silver base or a pearl base, because I hardly ever do that, because usually it models and doesn't look good. But this turned out pretty good. So there's that one. Again, my favorite. It's a 50, but it's close enough to 49. My favorite, one of my favorite kits. But there's the next one. This is the Coupe. But I, as you can see, I cut the B-pillar out, shaved all the chrome trim off of it. It's got the spotlights on it. I think those are Thunderbird caps, maybe, and those big fat white walls with those white wall inserts that come in the old Monogram kits. Can't remember what color this blue is either, but I always wanted to do that front end. And this body I had laying around. Had a chassis laying around, and I had a couple original custom pieces I glue on the front, and I was going to use them, and I was waiting because I didn't want to use them. And then when they reissued the 50 convertible, because that's what this comes with, they were in there, so I'm like, sweet. So I just used the reissue stuff, and I didn't do nothing to the back. I tried a few things to kind of match the front, because that's such a custom treatment there, but I couldn't find anything that looked good, so I just went with that. This is the extended hood that comes with it, so it wraps down to the grill there. Over this is probably, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch out further than in stock. But as you can see on these, I had a little trouble there with the Bondo, and it's not flat, and it's got a little bit of a crack, crease looking thing in it. There, it's just a bump. It doesn't really it's not really cracked, it's just a bump in it. So I should have sanded a little bit more. Interior, I did like the old school. I put the seat belts in there that come with kits, and the stock seats and everything, and then that's some of that velour stuff, or what felt stuff. What I'm always talking about. So this stuff here, I don't know, I think you can still get this at the craft store, but it's got like a nylon back. If you use Elmer's glue or something, it won't bleed through, but anything like super glue or liquid glue, it bleeds through. You can always put masking tape on the back, same size, and then glue it down, then it won't bleed through. But they have lots of different colors of that stuff, and it works pretty cool for custom interior thingies. So that's what I did with that. I think the dash is all stock. I got the big old chrome steering wheel in there. Two-tone on the door panels with the felt stuff there. And it turned out pretty good. Did I think of the headliner? No. Again, I didn't go too crazy on this because I was just seeing how good I was and how much I liked doing putty work. And I'm not good and I don't like it, but I might do this again because I really like that custom front end. It looks so cool. I mean, that is just badass looking front end. And then a motor on this. I put some of that blue stuff in there. Not some of that plastic to look like pleats in there like they used to do back in the day. And this frame, this chassis already had the fender wells hogged out. I got it in a parts box with stuff. So I used it. I did a gold motor, nothing fancy on it. And I mean, you can see in there, I just used the metal axle and cut it. That way it could glue in there, so the caster and the camber would be alright. So in other words, the wheels will be straight up and down, and straight that way too. I don't know which one's caster, which one's camber, but that's why I did that. Again, it's just sitting on the shelf, looking pretty good from afar. And the frame, I did kind of a lavender color and kind of a silvery blue with blue suspension, so that pops really good. As this was coming together, I was thinking, man, I should have spent a little more time and maybe made this the good one, but it looks good on the shelf. That's the main thing. So that's that. So that's only two that showed up this week. A couple customs. That's about I got an old custom I'll probably show someday, and I got a 40 Ford that's buried in a case that if I ever show that, I'll just take the camera over and stick it in up to the case and show you, because it's a pain getting it out. All kinds of stuff stacked around it and everything. But that's about all I ever did for customs, because even back in the day, I didn't really like doing all that sanded, and then you prime it, and then you got to sand it some more because it still looks like crap. Yeah, not my cup of tea. That's why I became a detailer and not a body man. The hood don't fit too awfully well. Well, there you go. I should push it down, it fits a little better. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. A lot of fun. Thanks for watching. And we'll see what comes in here next week. And I want to thank my subscribers very much. My new subscribers and my old subscribers. You guys are hanging in there. You're commenting. I appreciate that very much. I love reading the comments. I try to respond to all of them. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. Like I say, join in on the fun. Lots of cool stuff to look at on the YouTube modeling community. Lots of stuff to learn. So until next week, everybody take care. Stay cool. It's hotter than crap here. I'm getting sick of it. But other than that, it's all good. So take care. We'll talk to you later. Bye.